Well, as we know, I'm one of these people that's enjoying the working from home life. It means I get out a lot more and see the world. Specifically in my little corner of the world, there's a lot of bushland and ocean and lots of cool things to see. And it gives me time to reflect and think about things, process thoughts. I'm sort of disconnected from technology a little bit, and I still take phone calls, I still record videos and all that sort of stuff, so I'm not completely disconnected. Listen to music, hence the earbuds. And one of the things I've been sort of thinking about is, why am I in business? I've been on this journey trying to make the transition from corporate life to business owner and successful entrepreneur for about 5 years. And, throughout this process, it's made me realise that nothing I learnt at school or university ever prepared me for the life of a business owner or an entrepreneur. You don't get taught that stuff. You have to learn it as part of adulthood. It's almost like it's a secret code or something. You got to go through all these things. We're not going to tell you how to run a business. You have to work that stuff out for yourself. And it's hard. If you built your own business, you know exactly how hard it is. You make more mistakes than you'd care to admit. It costs you a lot of money. It sometimes costs you your relationships. It's not easy. And then you spend all this energy and effort to work out to get something that's successful, and you finally crack it and you think, awesome. And then the rules change. Pandemic hits. A competitor comes in and blindsides you. Or a new technology comes out and you go, wow, didn't see that one coming. And my whole business model is shot. So in business, just working out how to be successful isn't enough. You have to keep adapting, you have to keep learning, you have to keep growing, you have to keep changing and transforming. And when I reflect that back onto what I do and why I created my business, it's that transformation piece that is the thing that I do. And I do this using technology. And the buzzword that goes around with that, digital transformation. Well, really, that's what computers is all about. Taking what you do in an analog form on pen and paper and such like, and putting it into a digital form on a computer. So we've been doing this since the computer was invented. So why have we got this buzzword, digital transformation? What does it mean? And how does that help or hinder your business? So reading some stats recently and some research from the likes of Gartner, Deloitte, and other consultancy agencies. And one of the things that comes through, the theme, is that this decade is going to be the most transformative that we've seen in recent times. Yes, we say we live in unprecedented times and we've got a pandemic. Shit, we've done that before. Spanish flu back in the early 1900s. So that's only new for my generation and those who weren't alive back in those times. No, I'm not that old, so no, I wasn't alive then. So it's new to us. The other thing is we're having to learn new ways of working. Fortunately, we've got a lot of technology around to help us and allow us, our businesses, to continue even though we're locked at home. But the research is quite compelling and suggests that more than 80% of businesses will cease to exist if they don't transform their technology stack by 2030. So in as little as 10 years, your business could be radically different to the way it is now or not exist. That's not a great statistic. And it means we've got a lot of work to do. 10 years isn't a long time. Not in business. In technology terms, it's multiple generations. But in terms of business, that's kind of normal. It's not long. There's a lot of things to change. So, That brings back to me and my company, what we do. Digital transformations for small business. It's that simple. We help you transform your business using technology so you can generate more revenue with less effort. So I'm going to reduce the time, I'm going to give you more time. And that will translate to more profit. Sounds good already, eh? But it's not easy. It's hard. It's expensive. It's complex. And things are going to break along the way. Now, for a lot of small businesses, they think, well, we'll do this ourselves. That's cool. More than happy. Go off and there's more than enough services and research on the internet and all that sort of stuff that you can use to help transform your business. Problem is, you're going to make mistakes. That's okay. Depending on how big those mistakes are, you should be right. But it's probably going to take you close to 10 years to finish that transformation, which means 2030 is really close. Instead, I've been doing this for close to 30 years for big businesses and corporates and such like, hence my previous life in corporate. And they take eons to get anything done, especially eons in terms of the way technology moves. Some of the simple things take 18 months when it should be really 18 days. They're just slow. But previously all this technology wasn't available to small business. And that's what's changed. That's what's changed this decade. This technology is really accessible. And it's pretty cheap. But like anything in life that's complex, confusing and hard, it's best to get a guide, especially if you haven't been down that path before. And that's the thing. You need a map, a navigator if you like, to find out where to go and how to avoid the pitfalls, the traps, the obstacles you're going to face, the mistakes you're going to make. And really, when I think about what it is we do, we're your digital transformation navigators. We help guide you through the process, help you transform your business from what you've been doing to more of a technology-centric view to ensure that you're ready for whatever the future brings at you. And trust me, there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. Things are going to look very, very different in the next 10 years. We're in the midst of a evolution or revolution, really, in terms of power generation and vehicle transport and all that sort of stuff. And you go, what do you mean? Well, coal is being phased out. Fossil fuels are being phased out. Most car manufacturers have announced by 2030 they will no longer be producing vehicles with internal combustion engines. Everything's going renewable. Everything's going green energy. Everything's going carbon free. So the world's changing. And that's why we've developed a business model to help other businesses understand how technology works, understands how you can transform your business using technology to become more digital centric or digital first, if you like, to better engage your staff, to better engage your customers, to better engage your partners, and make them want to do business with you more or work for you. And that's the goal here. If we do that, then your revenue is going to grow. Through automation and digital transformations and digital tools, we're going to save you time. And if we get this right, we can increase your margins and thus improve your profit. And ultimately, that's what we're here for, right? So, transform that business, get yourself ready for 2030, and make sure your business is future ready.